14 podcast and what's below rock bottom? I feel like we've said that 100 times, but the vibes for this podcast will be good. I have some funny things brought up here that I want to talk about, some funny segments, but before we get into that, Avery, how you feeling, man?
Not good. Like, really not good. About like the worst you could possibly feel about your baseball team after this couple games. Team you're chasing in the wild card, if you thought it was legit, and you just get swept by them. Pretty pathetic all around. Had a chance to win two of them. Didn't get it done. Feeling pretty bad about the outlook and my feelings towards the team for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and speaking of the team, I have a poem here. You haven't heard this yet. So before I go into it, what are your expectations for this? I wrote this at the gym when I was like, when I finished up at the gym, I just sat in the chair and wrote it. What are your expectations on this?
You're a creative mind. So if you put pen to paper for 12 lines of something, there's like 100% chance I'll find it funny.
Okay, here it is.
So what type of poem did you do? Do you know types of
I don't know. I don't know types of poem, but it rhymes. That's all that matters.
Okay.
Okay.
Could you?
So here's my poem to George Springer. Springer, Springer, how the mighty have fallen. Unfortunately, now I hear Buffalo is calling. You changed my life when there was sadness and sorrow. Unfortunately for you, there isn't no tomorrow. I love you so dearly and appreciate the time we had. It breaks my heart that you are now very, very bad. Now all we can do is hope you turn it around. As we hear the everybody clap your hands around the Rogers Center sound. Love you, George.
That was beautiful. That was really beautiful, John. Good work. Thought we were gonna get some piss pants talk in there. I think that might have been a miss by you. But
no,
all in all,
kept it respectful.
Yeah.
Did I said the Buffalo's calling. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I wrote
that was the first one that got me. That's insane.
Buffalo is calling. But yeah, no, listen, it's bad right now with Springsy Lad, as the kids say. We got 2 years of it. I will be almost 30 by the time the George Springer contract is over. So will you, I guess. Well, your late birthday, so we'll both be 29 by the time he's not a Toronto Blue Jay.
We'll be starting families and shit by the time he's done.
Yeah, so it's bad. It's bad, but we're going to kick off the show with a banger. The next one I have is Ken Reed tweet or burner account. Okay. I
thought you wanted to call this, analytics.
We're going to call this analytics. I bet. Okay. The first tweet: the Toronto Blue Jays somehow have the worst manager, the worst general manager, and the worst president in franchise history all at the same time. Is that Ken Reed or is that a burner?
I know this one. This is not Ken Reed.
This is Ari Shapiro, who's the biggest fucking loser on Twitter. The next one.
Oh, can we talk about that tweet a second?
Yeah, we'll talk about it after the segment because I didn't want to talk about it. I feel so bad for Kikuchi. This is not on him. It is on the geeks and their spreadsheets. Next time someone wants to tell me about how great analytics are, please do not. No feel, no heart, just the computer, just awful. Even if the hashtag Jays come back and win, this is awful.
So I'm getting hints that it has to be Ken Reed, but I almost want it to be like a Blair tweet.
No, that is a Ken Reed tweet.
Okay, yeah. Too obvious not to be Ken Reed.
The next one might be one of my
What day was that for? Do you know?
October 4th. So I'm assuming that was like the wild card game or something before that. Here is. Forget having a manager. Just have a big IBM PC sitting in the dugout, managed by AI.
That's got to be Ken Reed again.
No, that is a burner. S Booney 88 on Twitter. And the last one. This team will fail until they stop using analytics every time. Gotta have a gut feeling from time to time and run with it. They seem scared to face real world game drama and would rather let a computer sim make the call.
Yeah, I mean, again, it seems like a Ken Reed layup.
That is Dennis D on Twitter. That is another burner account.
See, that is the problem with having Ken Reed. He's the face of a commercial for the network that carries our baseball games that we have to watch in this country. And Ken Reed is the face of that. And he is tweeting out that insane shit.
Like, do you genuinely think analytics would tell you to not play Ernie Clement, who was hitting 588 in the last week? They would, analytics, the computers, the Macintoshes would tell you to play 55 OPS Kevin Kiermaier instead of Ernie Clement. Do you genuinely think that?
No, I do not think that. It's been clear that the only analytics move they've ever made in the past 3 seasons, it felt like, was the Jose Barrios early pull.
Yes.
That's like the only one. And now it has tainted the minds of everyone with a cell phone over 55 that we can't even have a conversation about analytics.
I'm in a lucky spot because my dad does not bring that up. Like, he doesn't like go, oh, the computers. No. He just says this team fucking sucks.
Yeah, my dad's in the middle because he's an engineer. Like, he understands that you need to use numbers and stuff like that to get to some outcomes. But he's also old man watching. So when I explain things to him, he's like, oh, that makes a little more sense. You can't have those conversations when you just say computers and numbers.
This is the tough thing about Ken Reed.
He's a fucking moron.
He's he's dumb. But
he might actually not be dumb. He is just so good at knowing his clickbait audience.
Oh, for sure. He's a rent-due tweeter. And I think Ken Reed, I want to say upwards of 30 to 40% of his audience is just like it being played on gyms in the background, like on the TVs in the gyms, or like, oh fuck, I left the TV on when I went to the bar and Ken Reed's on it. Like that's his audience. He's kind of speaking into a cloud. I've never met someone that is like, man, I cannot wait to watch the highlights with Kenny Reed. I've never met someone that says that.
We're unfortunately in a spot where TV has gone away from that at all, though. Like, the only time in this country when I've been watching sports TV was just Jay and Dan.
Yeah.
Those were the only 2 people like must watch. It's always like it was Dutchy and those guys on TSN as well during the middle of the summer when you could watch TSN highlights all the time.
Yeah.
But it's just always been Jay and Dan. I think we've gone away from that just in sports in general, where no one really cares who's on TV. Don Cherry goes from Coach's Corner. Now people just claim it's unwatchable.
It is. It is.
I haven't tuned into hocky to know if it's better
exactly.
or worse.
But yeah, no, it's a funny, and
I won't chirp Ken Reed. He got to the spot.
Good for him. Yeah, no, some may say he's a bigger man than us on national TV, but that doesn't excuse the fact that you have no idea what you're
I just hate that it's Sportsnet doing. Like, if Ken Reed worked for TSN, it might be the funniest shtick in sports.
Oh, it is. It would be. It's just,
and then if Blair wasn't on the airwaves to the most podcast listeners in baseball in the country saying the same thing, it's just insane, man. It's insane.
Yeah. It's insane. But yeah, and you want to talk about.
I also think. Sorry, John. I also think we just get to the same spot that the team can't hit.
Yeah, it's
like
just,
everyone just ends up on the same thing.
It's just like so the thing is, everyone has that parent that's like that loves to figure out how wants to get things fixed ASAP, tries to figure out ways to get things fixed, but this one you just don't know what the problem is, so you just blame analytics. it's like that. For example, it's like that guy at the bar that can't pick up girls. He's like, they're the one. It's their problem, not mine. It's them, not me.
Yeah, I never want to date in Toronto. The girls.
No, I never want to date. No, that's not me. That's what the analytics I bet crowd is. It's like, how can we figure out what the problem is? Bang, it's the numbers. That's what it is. And listen, tons of dads have Blair and Ken Reed brain, and you know what? Have at it. Whatever. But the one guy who is very insufferable on Twitter is the Ari Shapiro guy. And you wanted to address that tweet because it is a good tweet.
No, it's a horrible tweet.
It's a funny tweet. He said that this is the worst management, front office, general manager the Toronto Blue Jays ever had. Paul Ross pulled up a great tweet. The Toronto Blue Jays have had a manager that lied about being in the Vietnam War at one point. The Toronto Blue Jays in the movie Moneyball, have a general manager.
The book.
Shout out Zoobs. The Toronto Blue Jays had a general manager in JP Ricciardi that was celebrating the Toronto Blue Jays having the lowest payroll lineup in baseball. I promise you, I'm not standing up for Ross Atkins and company. There has been substantially worse, okay? There has been substantially worse, okay? Way worse than this shit. A manager lied about being in Vietnam, for Christ's sakes.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, he on his resume, he said he was like an all-American basketball player and was in Vietnam, and that was just debunked.
Man,
like,
imagine living back. You could lie so easily and no one could fact check you. That would have been awesome. Just on your resume, no one can check it. Again, say you're a McDonald's All-American in the 40s.
Dude,
you just got to have that newspaper.
The biggest thing you would lie about? If you could just go back in time, there was no fact checking. I honestly would say I played pro baseball.
Yeah, that would be. I think I would want to invent something cool.
69.
Yeah, inventing
the
something.
Missionary position.
But like, who am I trying to tell? Am I trying to?
No, you're just like, okay, you're applying for TSN just became a thing.
Yeah,
and you're trying to get a job, and there's no fact checkers. I would say I played with fucking. I would say I played with Gretzky growing up. Like me and Gretzky were lineies.
You and Gretzky back in Brantford.
Yeah, Gretzky was my liney. He's a childhood friend of mine. I would like. It is crazy. I mean, you can still kind of lie on resumes now because they don't really fact check. I don't recommend doing that, by the way. But you really can't. Like, it's back in the day, you could probably do way crazier. So yeah, shout out to that Blue Jays manager that lied about being in Nam. That's electric.
It's a stupid tweet, man. We've lost our brains. When your baseball team stinks, it's so sad.
But that dude is a very, very big rent due tweeter.
Yeah, like all of his tweets have the same tone, and they're never. Yes. Yeah, there's never good things.
And it's just he's tweeting to the 40 and 50 and 60-year-old crowd. So, and he makes these videos that get 500 views on YouTube of him doing stuff. Whatever, congratulations on that. But if that's his shtick, that's his shtick. Go have at it. Our shtick is being idiots, and we do pretty well at that. So that's his shtick. Congratulations on that. But yeah, it was a funny. Like, by the way, shout out Tim Johnson, who lied about being a nom. That's incredible. But just great stuff.
I gotta look this guy up, man. Tim Johnson, Vietnam.
Paul Ross tweeted it.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. This is the funniest article. It's right here.
Yeah. Oh, it has it right away.
Tim Johnson apologized Monday for falsely claiming he served in the U.S. military and was a high school All-American basketball player.
He lied about being an All-American basketball player to get a job as a baseball manager.
That is unbelievable stuff. That Tim Johnson, you are up there in my book. We might have the Tim Johnson Award on the Gate 14 Awards because that is unbelievable.
Oh, someone wrote an article, Time to Forgive Tim Johnson. Guess who wrote it?
Who?
Fucking Dick Griffin from The Star.
Dickie G.
Yeah.
Dickie G. Time to forgive him for lying about going
I'm not going to read it, so I don't know what he's actually talking about, but that's the title of it. Time to
forgive him about lying, going to war. That's unbelievable. Do you think he sold that around the clubhouse too, Abe? Do you think he was like...
He wrote this in 2006. Oh my God, the pregame speeches about him being on the battlefield should be like, I promise you this day-night doubleheader in Baltimore was not harder than the shit I was going through in Vietnam. So get your ass out there.
Soft as shit.
Yeah.
When I was in fucking Nam. That's unbelievable, man. Timmy J. Tim Dick. We'll call him Tim Dick. Tim Dick.
That's an awesome nugget, man.
It's a great nugget. It's just that's the most Toronto Blue Jays thing ever. It's unbelievable. And you know what's great is it's like they sucked when he was the manager too. So it's like that was the headline grabber.
It's saying right here his 88 wins as manager in 98 continues as the team's best mark since 93, and he wrote that in 07.
Okay. Well, congrats.
He had his troops ready to go in that fucking clubhouse.
Do you think he had, do you think in spring training they were doing military training?
Yeah, I think so.
Fucking, he put him on like
What branch did he say he was in? Do we know?
I don't know, but do you think he put them on like the beaches?
I have this right here. They were doing sit-ups in the water, probably early morning. Yeah, linked arms, like you see
They were like they had to do 24 hours. They had to stay up on the beach and just go through hell. And Tim Dick was just grinding away, just telling him this shit is fucking nothing. But I did not. Unbelievable. Great nugget. But so yeah, moral story is this is not even anywhere near the worst ownership and the worst manager and general manager the Toronto Blue Jays ever had. So but yeah, it's a funny tweet and just keep doing your stick, Ari Shapiro. And keeping him.
What does Ari Shapiro do?
I have no idea. I clicked his YouTube page. He has like 500 views on a video. He does like reviews, I think. I'm not sure.
It seems like a popular name, but I don't know why.
No, I think he's Mark Shapiro's brother. Should we start quote tweeting his stuff? Fun stuff from Mark Shapiro's brother.
Or Shapiro, is it?
Fun stuff from Mark Shapiro's brother.
Oh man.
Yeah, anyway, just fun stuff. But yeah, let's go into Jays talk now, man. Speaking of Jays talk, Avery made a funny joke on the live stream that I didn't want to talk about. Joey Votto was the first player to go 0-4 and just continue to climb the levels. I brought up this on the podcast, on the show, on the live stream. Joey Votto should do Billy Madison, where he has to earn like every level. So like if he's in rookie ball, if once he gets 5 hits, you're up.
John, he was in the complex league.
Okay.
He was supposed to get like 1 hit, would have been nice.
How many hits would be acceptable? Like Joey Votto has to get 5 hits per league to be able to move up. Like that. He should have some
pitches per plate appearance milestones as well to advance him faster.
Yeah.
So we can get some eyes, but he needs to be like, if we're doing MLB The Show, like you kind of got to hit these guidelines to go. He's 5 hits in an extra base hit to the next level.
Yeah. Then he gets the call. Then he goes to the manager's office. All right, you're up to A ball now. I believe you watched.
No, I turned the game on as soon as he came out of the game.
Okay.
That was awesome.
So yeah, Joey Votto's 0-for-5, I want to say. But he did face a couple nasty clubs. The FCL Tigers are a wagon.
I know the Blue Jays came back, dude. They were down 7-1. They won 8-7 in that game.
Yeah, no, it's Joey Votto, man. You got to go Billy Madison mode.
We're almost at a point where Joey Votto like is getting me excited because if this team keeps losing, it might be the only fun thing we have to go on. Who in the world would you DFA to put Joey Votto on the 40-man?
I don't think you need to DFA anyone, though.
I thought they didn't have an extra roster spot.
Oh, they might. Okay, I don't pay attention to 40-man.
All right.
But yeah.
Imagine getting DFA'd for 2 months of Joey Votto.
Are you riding with the conspiracy theory that he makes a comeback July 1st? Because that's impossible, right?
Why is that a conspiracy theory?
Because everyone's saying, "Oh, it's a PR stunt." I like conspiracy theories. It's like a.
If we know anything about what they've done PR for this season, they'll have him in a midweek game against the shittiest team they'll ever play. Because all of the bobbleheads and stuff seem to be on Tuesdays and midweek. Yeah. So no, they'll get him in on a work from dome game August and get him back.
What's the overall? Like, okay, we'll say July 20th. Before or after does he make an appearance?
Oh, fuck. If he's going to be in the big leagues, he'll be there before July 20th.
Okay. Let's get, you know what?
Shit, that's a really good number, honestly. A month away from now. Because you think he stays a couple days at Single A. He won't go to Vancouver. He won't go to New Hampshire.
No.
He'll just go to Buffalo.
Yeah.
And you give him 3 weeks in Buffalo, you're gonna find out if he can play or not in 3 weeks.
That would be a good vlog. I say we go to his debut.
In Buffalo?
Yeah. We go to his debut. We gotta go.
Yeah, I'm in for that.
We gotta go.
I'm good for that.
It would be shout out Votto, man. I mean, shout out to him for just sticking with it because
how did he stick with it for all that time on a sprained ankle?
It's been 2 months.
Yeah, it has been.
Like, it's been
What if
2
the
months.
only hit of this season was the home run off Wheeler? And
That's
he
rock star
he
shit.
can't hit complex league pitching, but he had a home run off Zach Wheeler.
Zach Wheeler. Shout out to Votto, man. But next news to talk about. Elvis Martinez called up Bo Bichette to the IL, and you actually made a good point on the live stream again. You said it wasn't really an Elvis call up, right? Like, they didn't call him up because they needed him to play right off the bat.
Yeah, so
It wasn't a David Schneider call up where he's starting game 1 with him being up.
no.
Right?
So Elvis was on the 40-man roster, right?
Yeah.
And Bo Bichette goes to the IL. It wasn't a Elvis promotion based on how well he'd been playing. It was an Elvis need to fill a roster spot at the position that he plays for him to come up. So they don't play him in the 3 games that he's here. And it's not a total surprise to me. A team that's been big on defense, you can tell that it's not going to work, or you can say that it's not going to work as well. There's only 2 teams ahead of the Jays for a spot right now. This is fucked. But he not great defensively, hasn't hit righties insanely well in AAA compared to how well he hits lefties. But again, it wasn't a promotion like, hey, you're ready to go to the big leagues right now. It was an injury thing. Which sucks for people because it is the shiny new toy that they keep on bringing up. But to me, not playing the couple games in this series wasn't that big of a surprise. But they say he's going to play
this weekend. Yeah, John Schneider says he's going to play a couple this weekend.
Perfect. So, where do you think he does? Do you think he DHs?
Probably third base. What Barger did today. I mean, I don't know how you take Ernie's bat out of the lineup. To be honest, like,
brother, they did that already.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how you do it more. I mean, Ernie's playing consistently and doing well. Like, it's a dumb decision to make, but it just, you have the black holes in KK and Springer, man. Like, KK has a 55 weighted runs created plus Avery.
Yeah, that's not great.
Again, he's making 10.5 million. He's making more than Tommy Pham. He's making more than a lot of guys, and it's like, he's not even been that great defensively where it's like, okay, this is justifiable, where at least he's like run prevention. He's just kind of been a nothing burger, man. Right?
Yeah, been unfortunate. Really unfortunate, honestly. Another thing that I wanted to bring up that was really bad was there's 3 Toronto Blue Jays who are in the bottom 17 of the league in win probability added for qualified hitters. Can you name them?
Turner.
Justin Turner, 17.
Kirk.
Nope, not qualified.
Springer.
Springer's 6th worst in baseball.
And Kevin Kiermaier.
Nope. Bo Bichette, number 10. Worst win probability added this season.
So the Toronto Blue Jays have 3 guys in the bottom 20?
17. Yeah.
Having those 3 guys in your lineup, huh? That's I'm not a math guy, but that does not add probability to
no, win probability added. They are doing the opposite. No way the Yankees tied it. God, I hate that ball club, man. Yeah, it would be nice to see. Guess something to be excited about.
Yeah.
Win probably added, yeah. The Blue Jays are not winning baseball games, and they don't have guys helping them do that.
Yeah, I am excited to see Justin Turner, though, or not just Turner, or Elvis actually play, because they showed his batting practice today on the Sportsnet broadcast, and he was sending balls to the moon.
Was he?
Like, oh my God, Avery. He was hitting, it was every ball was second deck. It's undeniable pop. Like, it really is.
Yeah.
And does having him in the lineup hurt? No. It can't get much worse than some of the guys you're trotting out there right now. It really can't. So Justin Turner or Elvis Martinez is going to be fun to watch this weekend. I'll be keeping a close eye on it. He is the pop is there.
If they had anyone who could be like decent in the outfield, there'd be so much playing time available. But the only one they're doing that for is Barger, and he's playing right. So
yeah,
it's tough. It's been seeing those guys play has been fun.
Yeah,
and we're still just as a team let down by the bullpen on Tuesday. Sucked. Today, home runs again, beat you. It's so weird, man. I hate the spot we're in. It sucks right now.
Yeah, it sucks. And the guy to blame is obviously Ross Atkins. Like, he didn't address the power bat needs in the offseason. I know we were talking about it. Like, people coming at me saying, like, you were standing up for Ross Atkins in the offseason. Sure. all I was saying really, and I'm not backpedaling, was like, let's wait until the season to critique someone. You know, like let's wait until there's actual games played. Well, the games have been played, and this is bad. This is really, really bad. And if you complain in the offseason, you were right. I was wrong. Like I'm a man to admit it. I'm not gonna fucking backpedal like Wilner or something like that. I was wrong. I was wrong for standing up for Ross Atkins. It was a very every team in the division got better this offseason. Maybe the Red Sox didn't, but I mean they got Tyler O'Neill. And the Toronto Blue Jays just simply did not. They simply did not. The Orioles got Corbin Burns, who is their ace, who might win the Cy Young this year. The Yankees got Juan Soto, who might win the MVP. It's the Jays got no one.
The Rays got normal. They were fine.
Yeah. But sure, like the top dog teams like the Orioles and the Yankees, who you knew were going to be good. Obviously, the Yankees were not going to roll over and be bad like they were last year. And the Jays just simply didn't really do anything to fix that. And
yeah, I was the same boat. I thought they'd be good as well because the roster construction had worked the year before.
Yeah.
And so wrong. The thing we did say was if the pitching staff has to be perfect again, and they had to stay healthy, and it's been the opposite. Starting pitching's been healthy for the most part. Gosselin was hurt to start the year, and then Manoah's down, I guess, but the bullpen has not been healthy at all. So they're a foolproof plan. Would have been easier to win baseball games scoring more runs. And
100%.
Yeah,
and
that hasn't happened.
Yeah, and they relied on their pitching staff to be perfect again, and they relied on their bullpen to be good again. And the top three guys, one of them's in AAA, and Swanee. Romano was really bad before he got injured, and Tim Meza, who was really good last year, is just not great at all. So it's a tough spot to be in, and it's not great. It's really
and Jimmy Garcia is now hurt too.
Yeah, so it's sad, Abe. It's I don't know where we go from here, but yeah, it's a tough spot to be in. And like I said, we're gonna keep doing Game 14 content. Speaking of the content, we did. Avery is done editing and all that type of stuff. The worst seats in the Rogers Center vlog, the 37th row. You are literally in the CN Tower. Like we were walking up, and I was like, "Is this gonna end? When is this gonna end?" Like we are continuing to walk. And the funniest thing is, we sit in our seat. And this dickhead beside us, because I tweeted it. It wasn't an usher that said this.
He wasn't. I didn't think he was a dickhead.
It wasn't an usher that said this. This was a fan who was like, "Oh, like are these your guys' seats?" We're like, brother, man, we're in the last row in the stadium, the highest area.
And there was a ton of seats around us.
Who cares?
Yeah,
just insane stuff. But yeah, it's a good
it was actually pretty busy. I couldn't believe how busy it was for a Tuesday in the summer when the team wasn't great. But I guess the Red Sox bring the people to town. It's done. It'll go out 7 like game time for tomorrow night. So you won't have a baseball game to watch. You'll have 8-ish minute video to watch instead on the Game 14 YouTube. So you'll have that to digest instead of watching our Blue Jays. And I don't think I want to sit up there ever again. That'll be
I'm out on that.
My take on it. We're lucky we get good seats when we go.
Yeah. And you know who you are, who gives us that stuff. So we appreciate you. And yeah, just great stuff. Funny pictures, funny videos. It was a great vlog. And
how do you feel about that random Instagram account?
They kept our Twitter in it.
Yeah, it would have been nice to tag on Insta.
What?
It would have been nice to get tagged on Instagram.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, they kept the Twitter in there, and that picture has like 9,300 likes, and all the comment sections are Gate 14 forever. So it's a dub for us.
All right,
it's a dub for us. But speaking about that game, though, I don't even really want to go game by game here. I guess we kind of can for a little bit. But what really pissed me off, again, with the analytics I bet crowd, pulling Addison Barger for George Springer in a high leverage situation yesterday. Addison Barger in the minors hit lefties better than he hit righties. Addison Barger also hit a home run off of the guy pitching. I know you don't care about batter versus pitcher.
No. I don't think you should strictly make gambling picks off batter versus pitch.
Okay.
That's where I'm at for that.
But the moral story is John Schneider pinch hits George Springer, who is hitting 190, for Addison Barger, who hits lefties good, and hit a home run off the pitcher he faced, so he's familiar with him. He knows him.
Brandon Bernardino was pitching.
Yeah, he's faced him before. That was one of the most eyewash, pathetic fucking moves of the season for me personally. I couldn't believe it in the 500s. I immediately was like, why is George Springer hitting here? What are we doing? And obviously George Springer, I believe, grounded out or punched out. It's just he's clearly not acting or making decisions based off of numbers or making decisions based off of what makes sense. He's just doing stuff to do stuff. In the year 2024, the big 2024, you can't be pitch hitting Springer ever. Sorry, ever. You can't.
No, that's tough as well. But that's an old school decision. That's like, hey, you're gonna face when a lefty's on the mound, we're gonna have our right-handed bat who's on the bench come and do that. So yeah, I don't know. It's because we're in a tough spot. You owe him so much money. So much money. $50 million, Johnny, the next 2 seasons.
50 big ones.
USD, 50 million of them. The best outcome for George Springer is to figure things out and be good for this team based on how much they paid him. So yeah. I hate watching the baseball games that he's playing in right now and when they have to play him and I see the lineup. But at the end of the day, it sucks that it makes sense that you try to get him going.
Fuck Abe. Yeah, I guess, man.
That's why it's the in-between, like being in this middle ground sucks. Either go young, see what you have. Because you're not gonna DFA George Springer, you're not gonna cut him. Like that's incredible amount of money.
And no one's gonna want you to trade. No one's gonna want to trade for him. Okay?
Yes.
That's just the heart.
It's such a tough spot to be in. I brought this up last episode to you as well. The intricacies of managing, it's way harder than just reading numbers as well, which people think they do a lot of, and some other people think they do about none of. Justin Turner, people wanted DFA'd as well. He had been hitting poorly, and it's true. He had been hitting poorly. I told you, win probability added, bottom 17 qualified hitters in baseball. He'd been hurting the team a lot more than he'd been helping it. And then he comes back in the next couple of weeks and he's hitting the cover off the ball.
Yeah, he's looked great.
They have to have a chance to hit to get better and make things better. And it sucks half the time because there's a very good chance things don't get better at all. So,
but this is playing devil's advocate, though. Turner has at least shown glimpses of looking good this season. Springer hasn't. Right?
Great. Even he had glimpses of being great.
Yes.
Really good.
So correct. I believe in Justin Turner more than I believe in George Springer, unfortunately. That's where I'm at right now. Like, that's just where I'm at.
Yeah. And yeah, you probably should be. It makes sense right now for that. So, yeah, what can you actually do with George Springer besides sit him on the bench?
Player coach. Get the money's worth.
Yeah, you wanna transition his contract into a coaching one?
Yeah.
I mean, he smoked a double today. Half the time it looks there, and half the time he makes contact, it doesn't leave the circle right in front of the plate. It's either one or two things. So, do we want George Springer to be good? Absolutely, man. As the days go by, the season end comes closer, and those numbers are just going to be George Springer's full season numbers, not just first half numbers.
Yeah, it's sad, man. George Springer was like I said, man, he was a crucial part of a big free agent signing.
And he seems like an awesome guy.
Seems like a great dude. He really does. It sucks. Like, that's just our job. We have to talk about the team, and he just hasn't been good. So it's a sad, tough part to be in.
But a lot of people haven't been good recently either, man.
Yeah, you got the Abreu's of the world, right? You got yeah, it's bad. But the Tuesday game again, going into that, if I am Chris Bassett, I am slapping everyone in this offense. And let me tell you why, Avery. Chris Bassett's last 6 starts, I tweeted this, 36 innings pitched, 1.5 ERA, and the Blue Jays are 3-3 in these games, and they've lost the last 3, in which he has given up 2 runs and I believe 17 or 18 innings. He has lost 3 games in a row where he's given up 2 runs in 18 or 19 innings. Pathetic. I don't know how some of these pitchers like Bassett, Gossman, Yusei, Barrios keep an even keel when they are asked questions from reporters when they are getting legitimately no help, Avery. I do not know how they do it, especially with how big of a competitor you and I know Bassett is. Like, it must be eating him alive
Yeah, man. I think I'm just kind of defeated watching it. And I think everyone in that dugout feels defeated as well. They didn't come into the season hoping this was going to be the way things would go. CB gets on the mound, pitches what he's below a 3.5 ERA now.
Yeah.
On the season.
Yeah.
Great again. Like, man, really turned it around. Turning it around is the wrong thing. That's just what he does.
But
He
like
puts
this is
together
my
some great
thing as
starts.
well. Speaking of Bassett and Gossman, like these guys aren't getting younger. They want to accomplish the greater goal of winning a World Series. Obviously,
We
they're
feel
not going to do it here. They're not
no,
going to do it
we
here.
I was about to say we feel far away from that,
I
Johnny.
know they're not going to do it here, and that's why it's like I don't know how these dudes keep an even keel and just like keep level headed when they are just getting embarrassed. Like their offense is getting embarrassed by the guy across the field from them. It's I personally would just I'm not it's hard it's a hard way to rip the offense, but they're slowly starting to take that approach where they're saying like we got to be perfect, which is
Yeah.
a jab at them, right? Like
And
I
yeah,
don't know, man.
they've said that in the media. We talk about this every time, it feels like.
Yeah. It's bad, but I guess we can go game by game, before we give the people a little bit of a pod here. 7-5 Orioles, let's go.
Let's what happened?
It's extra innings now. Orioles
Yeah.
scored 2 in the 10th. Yeah, Jays on Monday lose 7-3.
Let me do this. Let me do this. Way to runs created plus the last 30 days. Let's just talk. Let's just do numbers here, Johnny. Might
Yeah,
as well. Do you want to start from the bottom or you want to start from the top?
let's go top. Last 30 days.
Ernie Clement, 147. 49 plate appearances, though. So
Yeah.
Spencer Horwitz, 140 in his 35 plate appearances. He's been awesome. He's been really, really good. This isn't counting today. This is the 30 days before that. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 122. Dalton Varsho, 121. Justin Turner, 115. IKF, 111. Bo Bichette, 105. That's everyone who's above league average. 7 players above league average of their 13. After that, David Schneider, 86 weighted runs created plus last 30 days. Danny Jansen, 75. George Springer, 74. I guess Daniel Vogelback's gone too. 65. Alejandro Kirk, 49. Kevin Kiermaier, a weighted runs created plus of 33 the last 30 days.
33.
33.
33. Just
And they're awful against left-handed pitching the last 30 days as well.
yeah.
For sure the worst team in baseball against left-handed pitching the last 30 days.
Yeah. Something they used to be good at, right?
Yeah, you can make this team very right-handed, pretty much all. Not so much anymore. But you can make the team really right-handed though.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we just go around the diamond. Your catcher is going to be right-handed, your DH can be right-handed, first baseman, second base, third base, shortstop, and then one of your outfield positions is definitely going to be right-handed as well. So interesting they can't hit lefties as well, but it just seems like they're not hitting anyone at this point. And we're going to know in 2 weeks, Johnny, if this team's dead or alive based on who they have to play. Because what are the next 3 series? Guardians again,
Red Sox,
Yankees. We'll be able to tell by next Sunday if this team's got a pulse.
Not this Sunday, the one after.
Yes, next Sunday.
I would put the chips on them not having, but that's a tough stretch, Abe. That's not an easy stretch. The Red Sox are just good. Like they are just good.
They get home runs from Emmanuel Valdez. Like, who is that guy? And David Hamilton gets on first base and he starts doing have you seen 42?
Yeah, but what is he doing?
You know when Jackie Robinson gets on first base and he keeps like moving his feet all the time?
Yeah.
David Hamilton was just fucking running to second base like no one's business. He's just having fun out there on the base pass. It's like, where do we get some of that from? And Cedon Rafaela is the best hitter in the world. He hits 9 for this team. It's
Wish
insane.
the Jays would luck into being 4 games above 500.
And they don't even have their second best hitter. Tristan Casas hasn't been playing. That's the Boston way. What was it? The World Series they won where the team just wasn't very good. So that's
2018?
Yeah, or Yeah, was that 2018?
The Stephen Pierce legacy game, man,
Yes, Steve Pierce
or
forever.
legacy playoffs, I guess. But
Didn't he win? Was he MVP of that?
yeah, I think he won World Series MVP. Avery, I
Steve
just
Pierce
want.
MVP. Yeah,
Can we just win one World Series in our
they won
lifetime, man?
108 games that year. Holy
Can we
shit.
just win one World Series in our lifetime? Like, I hearing my dad and like other guys tell stories about 92, 93, like how electric the feeling was in Toronto and how electric the parade was. Like, we'd have a fucking float. Let's be clear here. We'd have a fucking float if the Jays won the World Series.
Yeah.
I am just so sick to my stomach the bad brand of baseball we have watched the last 5 years. And I know fans are saying, why are you mad? Like 3 or 4 playoffs. Who gives a fuck, dude? They have 0 wins in the last playoff game they won. I was 19 years old.
Now you're old as shit. The 2018 Red Sox was not the team I was thinking of, by the way. I'll find the one I was thinking of. This team was really good.
Yeah. They had Mookie and shit, right?
Yeah. They had Mookie, JD Martinez, Kimbrel, Chris Sale. Yeah, real good baseball team.
Yeah. It's bad, but it's
what do you even want to talk about these days, Johnny?
Let's find me a wife, honestly.
Okay.
By the way, we are in the market for a weather girl. Yeah, send your applications to me over Insta or email Johnny Junta. Oh, I'm not gonna say my email. Never mind. I don't want people fucking spamming my email. Just DM me if you had a girlfriend, whatever. I have some in mind.
We will. If you're a really good weatherman, though, we'll take it too.
Yeah, like a legit weatherman. Like I'm talking green screen behind you. Get the weather for.
We want to do the weather for every Blue Jays game. Like put it out.
So I have a couple people like India, Liv. Not. I'll get some people to spearhead it while we start. But we will be having a weather girl. So I am looking forward to that. That'll be a funny little stick we have on the pod. Just like let's cut it to blank with the weather. You know, I'm looking forward to that. But other than that, though, like I don't really know what we talk about. This is a sad.
What's made you happy recently?
I know people are getting mad about this John Summit on Saturday. That was awesome. I will say, like, and by the way, we will not be doing a Friday beers till this team is 500. I'm not wasting my weekend anymore on this team. I'm sorry. And I know our listeners love it. I know they love us doing it. We'll do the streams during the week. I am not committing and dedicating and losing my weekend streaming this cat shit offense right now. Sorry. That's just not where I'm at. So Jay's 500, we're back on Friday beers, okay? That's where I'm at with that.
I'll handshake on that one.
But I will be enjoying my weekends, though. It's good to enjoy the weekends now and not worry about competitive baseball because that's not what we have. That's not what we had.
No, man, it's not. Fuck's sakes. You had it so good for a couple years. Now here we are, man, thinking about selling in June 19th. Couldn't even make it to Canada Day before we talked about selling. Fuck.
Joey Votto Day. But I don't even know what the solution is. You can't fire John Schneider because Ross Atkins would be gone. That'd be his third manager.
My dad always asks this question.
What is it? I
always don't give him an answer because I have no clue. He says, do you think Mark Shapiro would fire Ross Atkins?
That's his boy.
It is.
Playing devil's advocate, the Guardians are a wagon without them. I mean, they're a fucking wagon.
Yeah.
First place in the Central without them. So I don't know, but yeah, I don't think Mark Shapiro would fire Atkins.
That was kind of my answer every time. I don't think so.
They're boys. They love each other. Like you can't be just firing.
Shapiro and Atkins are like Johnny and Avery.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I wouldn't fire Avery from gate 14. Like it's a tough spot to be in when you work with your probably his best friend. You think they're best friends? What do you think Mark Shapiro and Ross Atkins do like for fun?
Oh, nothing.
They go to Cherries?
He likes music, Ross, remember?
Oh, do you think we could have maybe we'll see him at that bar we watched the Latin dancing at? The big music bar.
I know there's a burner out there who who took a picture with him at a concert, and it was a band that I had never heard of before. So
He'll
he's
be
like,
at the beaches. Imagine Ross Atkins at the beaches concert.
dude,
Do you think
Ben
Ross
Nicholson's
Atkins will be at the Arkells this weekend?
yeah, probably.
Yeah, Ross Atkins will be
I'm
there.
not an Arkells
Me
guy.
neither. I'm not an Arkells guy. I know maybe we'll catch flack for that. I see that guy way too much at Paris, Texas to be an Arkells guy. But
Ben
yeah,
Nicholson Smith's got a great look, man. I'll say that. I'm seeing him on my screen right now.
who?
Ben Nicholson Smith.
Great guy.
Yeah,
I'm a BNS slut.
you are.
I'm
You
a
are that.
BNS bitch. Yeah. So, anyways, I guess we can go into the series. Fuck. Actually, before that, let's do Hate 14.
Okay.
Hate 14 is back with the Jays being bad. I'll start it off.
Oh,
I hate the vibe. Like, I hate how expensive alcohol is at Jays games. I got the little 7-Up seltzer for me and Avery, $35 fucking dollars.
no way.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Is that not criminal?
Yeah, that's insane. That's really bad.
It's wild. And one of those, you go to the LCBO, they cost like $3.
Yeah. Yeah,
They're upselling you $12 on the, and they get a discount because they order it in bulk.
We should try and see what we could sneak into the place just every day, something a little bit bigger. And like when Doc brought the pizzas in, I have another gripe with gas. Tapping your card on the gas pumps and it just never works. That really fucking pisses
Or it
me.
auto charges you $250.
Well, you can get that money back.
Thanks, Avery. Are you mansplaining to me how to use a fucking credit card? I understand that. I have OCD where I'm like, I want it to be 65 on the dot.
Oh, so you won't press the auto up to 250?
No, I always do 65.
Okay.
I'm
like
scared
that.
they're going to take it from me.
No, I get that. Yeah, those machines suck like really bad on the gas pumps. I hate the baseballs this season.
Oh yeah.
Juice them up, brother. Need all the help we can get to hit home runs. And I also hate that bunting seems to be back in the first to third move.
The little league move.
The little league move. I don't even know if I hate it. I'm just aware of it happening now that everyone's doing it to try and steal runs again. I'm aware of it.
Yeah, that's a fair one. This is something I hate. We get it with our pay period. I hate getting paid on the 15th and the 1st. Just do every second Friday.
Is that how we get paid?
Are you dumb?
I've worked there
every 15th and every 1st. And sometimes the 1st will be like 2.5 weeks after.
No, dude, that is not when we get paid.
Yes, it is.
No.
Okay, just whatever. I hate getting paid the 15th and the 1st. Okay, I just do it every second Friday. That's what every job I've ever had does. Stop with the 15th and the 1st pay period. I don't know if they save money doing that. That's a gripe I have with just the government. I don't know if it's a government thing.
Why don't we get paid daily?
What?
You show up to work, it should just be in your account.
That's a crazy concept, Dave.
Getting paid for the work you do?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. What do you mean? You know, we're not even gonna go to that's
how is that dumb?
Getting paid every day.
Yeah, that would be so sick.
I would blow it so fast.
I know, it'd be awesome. Show up, your money should be there. I don't know what else I'm pissed off about. Oh my god, the weather right now, the humidity.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Living in Canada, it's either cold as shit and like just miserable with slush on the ground, or it's the hottest place in North America. Humid as shit. You get in your car and you can't breathe.
No, you can't.
It's bananas. I can't believe I had leather seats. If you have leather seats, I'm praying for you, dude. I am. I'm praying.
So I leave my sunglasses
oh my god,
on the front seat of my car every day, and I pick them up and they have they're not actually gold, but it's gold coloring. I put it on my face and it just like burns into the side of my head every time.
I put my AirPods on today. I left them in my car to go before I went to the gym, and my ears almost exploded. It was the hottest thing I ever felt. But yeah, that's a couple gripes though. That's Hate 14. Let's end the show here with the preview for the series.
The Blue Jays are going to get swept again.
They're going to get swept again. It is Y-Rod bump day against Carlos Carrasco. That might be an auto-well. Just kidding. The Jays actually are going to win that one and pull us back in. They're going to win that one like 15-2. With the wind tunnel in Cleveland, by the way, yeah, they're winning that 15-2. Barrios versus Ben Lively. Is that his name?
Yeah, we just saw Ben Lively.
Barrios versus Ben Lively on Saturday. And then on Sunday, it is Kikuchi versus Tristan McKenzie. Tristan McKenzie's a bum, and so is Carrasco. Jays lose 2 of 3.
Yeah, no, they do worse than that. For me, they get swept.
But anyways, listen.
Try and find something fun in your day.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe tweet at us, what did you do fun today?
Yes.
Like, tweet at us, what did you do that was fun? You go on a date with your girl. Like, you know what? On Friday night, take your girl on a nice date. Like, don't even watch. I know it's Y-Rod day, so it's kind of an excuse.
No, I will be watching.
Yeah, we'll be watching. But take your girl on a date. Maybe Saturday, go to Kensington Market. Go for a nice walk on the lakeshore with your girlfriend or whatever lake you live near. Just, like, stop letting this team affect you, honestly. Like, just find something fun.
And if you don't have a girlfriend, do some fun things by yourself.
Or do stuff with the boys, like, or the girls. Like, just have fun with your friends and enjoy the summer. Just do not let a baseball team you do not play for affect your weekend. That's the moral of the story. I'm not letting it affect mine. As you know, I go out every weekend, have fun with Alto, Curtis, love those guys. And obviously Avery comes out too. It's just like, just have fun. Like, honestly, you're only young once. Enjoy it. Don't be an idiot, obviously. But, like, just have fun with your friends. Don't let the Toronto Blue Jays, maybe check this. Maybe check what the score, what's happening every once in a while. But they win, great. If they lose, close the app and go have a pint on the patio with your buddies.
There you go.
That's what you got to do. But anyways, our Alberta listeners out there, loyal to the oil. Let's win a game on Friday. Let's force game 7 here. And that's all I really have, to be honest with you. I don't really know. This was probably the funniest episode we've done. I can't stop thinking about the manager that just openly lied about going to Nam.
That clip's gonna go awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be an incredible clip. I can't wait to cut that tomorrow. But I don't even know if I'll have time to cut. I'll cut it tonight, actually. But
yeah, thank you for listening. It's not easy for us to do stuff and talk when things aren't going well, but appreciate you guys tuning in. Love you guys.
Love you guys, man. Gate 14 forever. We'll talk to you guys Sunday night. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Yeah.